Now, these reports are what you get out of the box, but they can be changed pretty easily by the user if the user wants them to. For example, if I wanted this annualized mid to appear next to base wages, I can just take that hand, click on it, and then move it over here, and you see it's now appearing next to this. And I've accidentally got one of those into the wrong place, but now I've got base wages here. What's happening here? I'm moving them around a little more than I want to. Okay, now I've got it the way I want it. I've got annualized mid, base wages, annual bonus. So you can see that those are easy to change around. And then if the user wants to save this as a report that they can use later on, they just go Save As, and this, name it whatever they want. This is my new report. I save it, and now the next time they're opening a report, they can go to that saved report and use that one. So they're not tied into the report that we want. They can also easily export this data if they want to put it into an Excel spreadsheet. They click on Export the Data. It opens, it says it's going to open with Microsoft Excel. I click on OK. And here is my report with this data in it in an Excel spreadsheet. I can then just save it normally as I would do with Excel. And I can then add it into any report. I can format it however I want. I can print it, etc. Now we elected to do it that way rather than have them print reports because this is a lot more flexible, and printing is somewhat difficult and requires a lot of customer service and tech support. Exporting, I think, works better for the customer and works better for us as well. So once you're in a report, you can do this new report, you can do an open report, you can save it, you can save as, or you can export the data. One other powerful feature in here is the ability to add or remove data. So this is all of the data that we have about the employee that can be put in. Not all of it is in that report, because if you do that, the report just looks very, very complicated and off-putting. So if this is this available is the data that you can add to the report. So say that I wanted to add range penetration, which is a formula looking at the maximum for a grade in a rate range. I can just add it here. What I did was I highlighted it, and then I clicked the arrow going to the right, and now you can see it's appearing here. So if we did OK, you'll see that this is now appearing up here. Now I could just, if it's not where I want it, I could, as I did before, just click and drag it, or I can do it this way. If I'm here, I can say, okay, I want this one to be up, which would mean to the left. So I'm going to move it up. And now I'm going to switch places of range penetration and compa ratio. And you'll see when I've done that, that range penetration is here. And so it provides tremendous flexibility. By the same token, if something is in that report that you don't want, say I don't want compa ratio, I can just move it over here. And I've eliminated it. I can bring it back the next time or have it in a different report. So this allows the user a lot of flexibility. A couple of other features on these reports. I can maximize this grid, so if I had a lot of records in it, it would make it easier to see them. And once I've done that, I can then just minimize it. Yes, this is working. Okay, so here's an example of help. Here is the help menu. This is about the organization tab, because that was where we were. It's pretty straightforward. It has screenshots in here. I think it will help the user. And then it has these anchor links, which will take them to specific parts of this help screen. This help is not searchable at this point, but if the user wants to find a specific part, specific section, you can do find, and it will find it in that screen. So these are good location, good navigation items, these anchor links. And once they're in here, they can go to any part of the help using this navigation.